This is a trade recap of a trade I took on 5/23 for CrowdStrike, CRWD. If we look at a high level chart, a daily chart, you can see that it made a high of 455, and that was on 2/18, February 18th. And then since then it went down and it has been consolidating in between, and then it tried to push higher above 400, and now recently it has been consolidating right below 450 for past several days. So I have drawn two lines here. One is 455, which is an all-time high, and then also 450, which is another pivot level right below 455. Now if I turn on the SMAs on this chart, you can see over the past several days this 20 SMA, which is this yellow line, has been acting as a support, and it has been consolidating pretty tight right below this 450 mark and right on top of this SMA 20 SMA line. Now you can also see a couple of days ago it tried to break above, but again market was pulling back. It reached right next to the 450 mark and it pulled back. Now today, as market was also trying to push higher a little bit, CrowdStrike made a move and it finally went above this 450 mark and then consolidated right above that for a while. Now let me go to intraday chart and look at the 15 minutes. Now this is a 15 minutes chart and this is 5/23. Now it made a push higher from the open, and it went right above this 450 mark, which was acting as a resistance for quite some time. It even reached all the way to 455 and pulled back a little bit. Still, after the pullback, it stays above this 450 and formed a pretty nice flag. Now if we look at the 5-minute chart instead of 15-minute chart, you can see the consolidation much more clearly and flag much more clearly as well. Now for this chart, I started to see this consolidation pattern, and I added some around this time frame, I believe, and then once it cleared this flag, I added more right at this point as well. Now as it pushed higher and it reached this 455 mark, which was again the all-time high, I took 1/4 position off. The reason for me to took 1/4 position off was there was a possibility that we see a rejection, and if you see a rejection at the all-time high, there is a chance of it pushing down pretty hard. So I took 1/4 position out and I put my stop loss just a little bit below my entry point. Now afterwards, after it break all-time high, it went above and I took 1/4 position more at 457 mark. The reason I took some more position out at 457 mark is that was also, if you look at the pre-market from a few days ago, 455 was another level where it got rejected from. Now after I took total of half position, I was still holding half the position till the end of the day. We ended a little bit weaker. It went all the way back to 455, but it still stayed above pretty much. So that was the reason for me to try to swing this position over the weekend and on to Tuesday. So we'll see what happens on Tuesday, but if we break now again below 450, I may just cut the position of the rest of the 50%. So this is a trade recap of the trade I took. I'm planning on doing more trade recaps like this in future as well. Please let me know if there are any feedback or comments. Thanks.